tomorrow all the things are gone, worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my God above to be living here today, for the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, from New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's proud to stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the
Now, wasn't that special? Wow, and he belongs to us. We got one more special guest before we introduce our act tonight, and we have another special guest that's going to introduce this individual. We're so glad tonight to have our Senator Doug Libla, who is going to take the time to introduce someone special tonight. Senator.
Thank you, Robert. It's just an absolute honor to be here with all the veterans and their families on Valentine to celebrate Valentine Week now, and been having a large week. But it is a great honor and just a privilege to introduce the next two guests we have with us tonight. And they came from quite a ways on a bad day, and I appreciate all of you that came out with the rain and inclement weather. But I think we're going to have a great night. But the gentleman I'm getting ready to introduce to you and his wife Teresa is our governor, the governor of the state of Missouri, Governor Mike Parson and his wife Teresa. The governor is an Army veteran. He served 12 years as sheriff over in Polk County around Bolivar, Missouri. Been in the House of Representatives, state senator, lieutenant governor, and now he's a governor. And when Robert invited the governor and myself to come here, we were talking. The governor says, "I'm not missing that." So here he is, the governor, Mike Parson of the state of Missouri, and his wife, Teresa.
very much. Please be seated. Robert, come up here just a minute. Let me tell you a guy that I've had a little opportunity to meet and get to know a little bit. I couldn't be more proud of being on the stage with a fellow veteran that sacrificed everything for the people of this country, for the people of this state. And I'm proud to be standing up here, and I thank him for what he's done for this event and what he continues to do this event. Robert, thank you very much. Have I got any Army veterans out there tonight? All right, how about any other veterans out there tonight? We got some out there? Well, you know how it is when us veterans get up here. We got to tell an old Army story for me. So I got to tell you, as a young man at 19 years old, when I got into basic training, what's the one thing they tell us? Never volunteer for anything. Now, I'm a country boy at heart, and I stayed true to that motto, except one time. And they come in there and they ask if anybody had a driver's license. Now, coming from the farm, I started driving when I was about 12 years old. I could drive a truck, I could drive a tractor. If it had a throttle on it and brakes, maybe if they had them, I would be just fine. So I finally took the courage to step forward and said, I volunteer. I've got a driver's license. So later that night, after about 7 hours of running a buffer in the hallways of the barracks, making the floors shine, I realized I shouldn't have volunteered like the advice I give on that. Listen, tonight we had the opportunity to be in the air, and it was great to be here tonight. Anytime me and the First Lady can be here, we can support veterans no matter where they are in this state or in this country. I am going to do everything within my powers to support the men and women that serve this country. Many times, as you men and women know as veterans, we're recognized a lot of times over different parts of the year. But tonight, there's somebody else I want to recognize tonight. The wives, the mothers, the daughters, and all the people that stayed home to support us in our military career. I thank you, all of you, tonight. When I was 19 years old, I come from a little town of 356 people, trying to figure out where life's journey was going to be. And I ended up in the United States Army. And it was the first time when I wore the uniform of the United States Army, I realized how important it was to wear that uniform. In my little town, the United States of America flag flew over the post office and the school. We said the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. Every morning. But I tell you, I did not really realize the importance of those two things until I wore the uniform of the United States military. And then it became the sobering truth of what that meant to wear that uniform. And what it really meant to me, not so much about me, and not so much about the veterans that are here tonight, but what it really meant to me is about all the people that wore it before me, and all the people that served our country, and made sacrifices like Robert and many others, and some made the ultimate sacrifice for people you'll never see, for people you'll never know, because you believe in this country, because you believe in our system, you believe in freedom, you believe in who we are as individuals. And I tell you tonight, as governor of the state of Missouri, the only reason I'm here tonight, and the only reason you're here tonight, is because of what people have done before me and you. And I can call your mom and dads. I can call your grandparents. I can talk to our forefathers who wrote documents like the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Constitution of this country. And I tell you as veterans tonight, and you people that believe in this country like I believe in it, we are all here because of what other people done before us. We are here tonight living the American dream, right here, Poplar Bluff. We're living it right now. But I also tell you it's our time. It is our time to pass the American dream to the next generations, that they understand what love of country really means, what sacrifices really mean to each one of us as individuals. That's what we have to pass down, every one of us here tonight, for our sacrifices and the men and women that sacrificed before me and you. I am so thankful to be here tonight with the First Lady, to be here with many heroes out here in this audience, and for people like Robert up here on this stage for what he does and he continues to do to support our men and women that served our country. It is an honor and privilege to be the 57th governor of the state of Missouri. God bless you. God bless Missouri. God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you.